I adore Kristen so much, and she made the shoots so delightful for me. And we would do the fight, and we fight, and we go all the way, and then they say cut, and then we're like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Did I hurt you? Did I pull your hair?" I'm
I
so
didn't
sorry.
mean
Like,
it. Honey, this is exactly what the world needs right now. Some Wonder Woman 1984, can I tell you? And then the on-screen chemistry and the deep love connection between Diana and Steve. OMG, yes. How
thank you
great did
so
it feel?
much.
Oh, honey, how great did it feel for you to have Chris come back in this vibrant new decade? In addition,
It felt so good. I mean, Chris was one of the biggest reasons to why Wonder Woman, the first one, was such a big success, and I couldn't imagine doing another one without him. So the fact that they figured out the right way to bring him back that actually helps the story, and it was delightful to work with him again, and it felt like coming back home, working with Patty and with Steve and with our wonderful crew. It was really, really great.
what a family you guys have created. And you all are just nailing the sequel. And of course, you were nailing the 80s as well with the fashion, the shoulder pads, the hair, the parachute pants.
You know what? I'm ready to go.
I think we can do better.
Parachute pants?
Yeah.
Does everybody parachute now?
But honey, is there one trend that just needs to stay in the 80s?
Of course, the fanny pack.
You please tell my mother
The only
that,
person who can pull off a fanny pack is Chris.
right?
So it was okay with him, but in general, I mean, fanny packs are not.
Gal, I need you to tell my mama that. That's for sure. I'm showing her the clip. Now, honey, we got to talk about those epic fight scenes. You have quite the showdowns with Miss Kristen Wiig. I don't want to get into too many
One and
specifics.
only.
I know, the one and only. I love how you guys have become just like fast friends as well. But how much wire work and how much physicality had to go into some of these showdowns the two of you had?
A lot. I mean, look, this movie it was from the very beginning very, very ambitious, and we really took it to the next level. And Hetty made a point about wanting as minimum amount of CGI in the movie, which meant that we had to do most of the stuff by ourselves, and if not us, then our wonderful stunt team came on board and took over. But it's so interesting because part of the reasons to why we shot the movie for such an extended period of time was because of the action stuff. It just takes time. We had to prep for it, to rehearse it. Then you got to build those incredibly complicated sets in order for us to do all the wire work. The mall, the first action sequence that you see in the movie, we took over an abandoned mall from the 80s, and we completely dressed it up like the 80s. And then the entire ceiling was covered with wire rigs and like all these things. And I think that almost everything that you see there is either me or my stunt girls. And then the fight that I had with Cheetah, we had to build an entire stage that can hold the whole wire rigs. Like, it was so complex and it was never really done before. So yeah, it took a lot of work, I won't lie, but I think that it's worth it because it's like watching a film that was shot on film versus digitally. It's like that. It's like you see with the weight and the speed and our facial expressions, you see that it's real people.
Well, now it's my turn. Get used to it.
It is so authentic. And did you and Kristen ever hit the gym together to train for some of these scenes? Did you?
Yeah. We did.
Oh.
We did. We had many rehearsals together. So as
Yeah.
far as stunts goes, I practiced with her stunt girl. She practiced with mine. And then they brought us together and we had to do the fights together. And it was so funny because, I adore Kristen so much. And she made the shoots so delightful for me just because she was there for me and she became a very close friend of mine. But we would laugh and sing and dance and like do silly things on set, and then when they'll roll, we'll go to completely, in character mode, and we would do the fight, and we fight and we go all the way, and then they say cut, and then we're like, oh my God, are you okay? Did I hurt you? Did I pull your hair? I'm so sorry. Like, oh babe, I'm so, and then we hug and we're like, it was fun. It's crazy.
Oh, you gals are awesome. I love it. I love it. Now, we've chatted about the extreme measures for some of the physicalities in this film, but honey, if I remember correctly, you were 5 months pregnant while shooting some of the scenes in the first film.
I was pregnant. I was 5 months pregnant when we did the reshoots for 2.5 weeks for Wonder Woman. And that was funny. Yeah.
You are the real life
That
Wonder
was an
Woman.
experience I wouldn't go back to. It was a lot. But yeah.
I mean, surely it was a little easier go this time around rather than being 5 months pregnant. And did
Not
your
carrying
kids,
a baby.
right? I mean, you really are the real life Wonder Woman. But did any of your little Amazons, did they come to set and watch Mama?
My girls, of course.
Yeah.
Look, so the thing is, we really became family. Patty's family and my family are really close, our husbands, our children, and we made sure to bring them all on sets. We shot sometimes during the weekends for a very long days and, for a long period of time. So of course they came to set and they helped, the kids helped out giving away sides to everybody and sitting by the village, the video village. And when we were shooting on locations, they were always there. They're part of the circus, We can't do it by ourselves. It takes a village.
It most definitely does. And we see the Amazonian village that young Diana comes from. They share with her this wisdom that, honey, your time will come.
Right.
And it was such a powerful scene. But what is like a teaching, a sentiment, wisdom that you hope you're able to instill within your own children?
That there's no shortcuts and there's no easy ways and there's no free meals, and you gotta work hard in order to enjoy the, good results. So with my kids, I just, I want them to always enjoy the process and always know that it's okay to fail and it's great to go ahead and try again. But essentially, I want them to have like the motivation and the hunger to pursue whatever it is that they want to pursue. It's like you gotta do something real that will fill you and will make you feel valuable and that will keep your mind and your brain stimulate, and you just gotta work hard. There's no secrets. The secret is that there's no secrets. In order to do something great, you really gotta work hard for it.